Imagine this. You wake up in the morning feeling lighter, as if an invisible weight has been lifted off your shoulders. No more overwhelming financial stress, no more endless worries with no way out. You feel as if everything in life is slowly shifting in a positive direction, but you don't quite understand why. But is this really possible? Or is it just a distant dream? There is a secret that has been passed down through generations, a simple yet powerful ritual that few people know about. With just a small action before bedtime, you can set the foundation for a future filled with good fortune and prosperity. The best part: this ritual doesn't require you to have blind faith or make drastic changes to your life. You just need to try it and experience the results for yourself. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But don't be too quick to dismiss it. In many ancient cultures, small yet meaningful rituals have been performed to redirect energy, helping people attract good things and remove misfortune. What's even more fascinating is that modern science has made incredible discoveries about how our subconscious mind works during sleep, creating an unexpected connection between spirituality and reality. So what exactly is this ritual? Does it truly work, or is it just another baseless legend? And most importantly, how can you apply it effectively to shift the flow of wealth and abundance into your life? Stay until the end of this video, because at the end, I will share a special secret that will help you maximize the effectiveness of this practice. And don't forget to leave a comment. I am ready to receive abundance to affirm your intention to the universe. I would love to hear your thoughts on this method. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Let's get started. The ancient practice and its significance. Throughout various cultures and religious traditions, objects have long been used as conduits of energy, believed to attract positivity and repel misfortune. From Buddhist prayer beads to protective amulets in Judaism, Hinduism, and Chinese spiritual practices, these artifacts carry centuries of accumulated wisdom. Their significance extends beyond mere superstition. They serve as tangible representations of deeply held beliefs about energy, intention, and the unseen forces that shape human experiences. The practice of using symbolic objects is not about magic or supernatural intervention, but rather about aligning one's thoughts and actions with the energy of prosperity. In Buddhism, intention is regarded as one of the most powerful forces governing personal transformation. Every action, when performed with deliberate mindfulness, carries the potential to reshape reality. The simple act of placing an object under one's pillow aligns with Buddhist mindfulness techniques, reinforcing a mindset that fosters positive thinking, which in turn influences one's external circumstances. The effectiveness of such rituals is deeply intertwined with the principles of mental conditioning and energy redirection. Human consciousness is highly responsive to symbolism, and when an object is imbued with a specific intention, it becomes a focal point for reinforcing belief systems. Scientific research supports this notion, as studies on the placebo effect and cognitive priming demonstrate that what the mind consistently focuses on can manifest into reality. By associating a specific object with prosperity, stability, or protection, an individual reinforces subconscious narratives that guide behavior, decision-making, and overall perception of life circumstances. This practice also aligns with the broader Buddhist teaching of karma and cause and effect. Intention-driven actions create mental imprints, which influence future experiences. A person who consistently aligns their mind with abundance is more likely to recognize and seize opportunities, while someone consumed by scarcity thinking may unknowingly perpetuate a cycle of lack. The object under the pillow serves as a nightly reinforcement of one's commitment to cultivating an abundant mindset, acting as a subconscious trigger that conditions the brain to anticipate positive outcomes. Additionally, these rituals foster a sense of control in an unpredictable world. By performing a small yet meaningful act, individuals reinforce their agency in shaping their reality. In Buddhist philosophy, suffering often arises from attachment to external circumstances, yet the ability to direct one's internal state is a form of liberation. Engaging in a practice that symbolizes prosperity shifts focus from external anxieties to internal empowerment, gradually altering one's energy and vibrational state. While skeptics may dismiss such practices as psychological conditioning, the impact of belief on human experience cannot be underestimated. Many traditions recognize the interplay between mind and reality, and even modern neuroscience acknowledges the brain's plasticity in adapting to repeated thoughts and behaviors. Whether through faith, mindfulness, or the subconscious effects of intentional focus, rituals that emphasize prosperity and protection serve as powerful tools in transforming perception and attracting favorable circumstances. In essence, such practices are not about superstition but about creating a structured pathway for reinforcing a positive mindset, one that naturally aligns with abundance and well-being. The story of Sarah, a life transformed. To understand the profound impact of this ritual, let's explore the story of Sarah, a woman who, like many of us, struggled with financial instability. Sarah had spent her entire life working hard, yet financial security always seemed just out of reach. She had taken on multiple jobs, saved diligently, and made sacrifices, yet no matter how much effort she put in, something always went wrong. Unexpected expenses, failed investments, or simply not earning enough to get ahead. At 60 years old, she felt exhausted. Retirement seemed impossible, and the anxiety of not having enough money for the future kept her awake at night. One evening, she met an old friend she hadn't seen in years. Over coffee, they reminisced about the past, their families, and the unexpected turns life had taken. Sensing Sarah's distress, her friend leaned in and said, "I want to tell you something that changed my life, but you have to promise me one thing: you have to keep an open mind." Sarah chuckled nervously. "At this point, I'll try anything," she admitted. Her friend smiled and began explaining a simple yet ancient practice that had been passed down through generations. "It's not magic, but it works. You take a red thread, tie 3 knots in it with intention, and place it under your pillow before you sleep. The knots must represent 3 things you want: letting go of negativity, attracting financial stability, and welcoming new opportunities. Do this for 7 nights." Sarah was skeptical. Could something so simple really make a difference? But as she lay awake that night, staring at the ceiling, she realized, what did she have to lose? She followed the instructions, tying each knot carefully while focusing on her desires. Then, she slipped the red thread under her pillow and closed her eyes. That night, for the first time in years, She slept soundly, free from the usual tossing and turning that came with her financial worries. The next morning, she felt different. Not drastically so, but lighter, as if a small weight had been lifted. She brushed it off as coincidence and continued with her routine. But then, something strange happened. A week later, she received a letter from a bank she had long forgotten about. Curious, she opened it, and her heart nearly stopped. It was an official notice stating that an old debt had been forgiven, a debt she had assumed would haunt her for the rest of her life. Days later, she got an unexpected call from an old colleague who had started a new business. "Sarah, I need someone with your experience. The pay is good, and you can work flexible hours. Interested?" And then came the biggest surprise of all. A small investment she had made years ago, one she had written off as a loss, suddenly yielded a significant return. She could hardly believe it. In just a few weeks, financial doors she had never expected to open were unlocking before her eyes. Sarah sat in her living room, staring at the red thread still tucked beneath her pillow. She couldn't explain it, but something inside her told her this wasn't just luck. Was it the power of intention? The subconscious mind at work? Or had she unknowingly tapped into an ancient force that had been waiting all along to help her? Could it really be this simple? Sarah's story leaves us with an intriguing question: what if small, intentional actions could truly shift the course of our lives? And more importantly, how can you use this practice for yourself? Stay with us, because in the next part, we will break down exactly how this ritual works and how you can use it to unlock new opportunities, attract prosperity, and finally gain control over your financial destiny. The red thread, a symbol of protection and prosperity. The red thread, deeply rooted in various spiritual traditions, carries profound symbolic significance as a conduit of protection, prosperity, and divine connection. Across cultures, it has been revered not for its mere physical existence but for the powerful intentions infused into its use. In Kabbalah, the red thread serves as a shield against negative energies, a tangible barrier woven with faith to repel misfortune. Similarly, in Hinduism and Buddhism, it is tied during sacred ceremonies, signifying divine blessings and the presence of higher spiritual forces guiding one's path. The potency of the red thread does not lie solely in its material form but in the conscious act of engaging with it. Rituals involving the red thread emphasize intention, as tying knots while focusing on specific desires is believed to send a clear and amplified signal to both the subconscious and the universe. This practice aligns with the psychological principle of manifestation, where repeated affirmations and symbolic gestures reinforce a person's belief in their goals, ultimately increasing the likelihood of achieving them. When an individual ties a red thread with the purpose of dispelling negativity, attracting abundance, or fostering spiritual growth, they actively participate in a ritual that integrates their thoughts, emotions, and actions into a unified focus, thereby strengthening their sense of control over their reality. The psychological impact of such rituals is well documented. Research in cognitive science suggests that symbolic actions can significantly alter one's mental state, reducing anxiety, increasing resilience, and reinforcing positive expectations. The act of tying a red thread while visualizing protection and prosperity functions similarly to meditative or cognitive behavioral techniques, where deliberate focus on a desired outcome enhances the brain's ability to recognize and pursue opportunities aligned with that vision. This process parallels the law of attraction, which posits that concentrated thought and belief can shape reality. Whether viewed through the lens of spiritual tradition or modern psychology, the underlying mechanism remains the same. Consistent reinforcement of intention cultivates a mindset conducive to transformation. Moreover, cultural perspectives on the red thread reveal a shared human inclination toward tangible representations of hope and security. The ritual's prevalence across different belief systems underscores a universal yearning for protection and guidance, demonstrating how symbolic acts transcend religious boundaries. The belief that a simple thread can serve as a vessel for powerful energies highlights the deeply ingrained human desire to connect with forces beyond the material world. It also reflects the idea that faith, whether in divine intervention or in one's ability to shape destiny, plays a crucial role in personal empowerment. In essence, the red thread operates as both a spiritual and psychological tool, bridging the gap between external symbols and internal transformation. Whether worn on the wrist, tied in a ritual, or carried as a personal talisman, its significance stems from the meaning ascribed to it. The true power of the red thread lies not in the fiber itself but in the belief, intention, and unwavering focus it inspires, reinforcing the idea that thoughts and actions, when aligned with purpose, can influence one's path toward protection, prosperity, and fulfillment. How to perform the ritual for maximum effect. To harness the full potential of this practice, follow these steps with sincerity. 1. Select a red cotton thread. Ensure the thread is made of pure cotton, as natural fibers are believed to conduct energy better. Red symbolizes strength, protection, and life force. 2. Tie 3 knots with intention. First knot, visualize eliminating negativity from your life. Second knot, focus on attracting financial stability and opportunities. Third knot, imagine doors of abundance opening for you. 3. Place it under your pillow. As you do this, reaffirm your intentions. Believe that the energy of prosperity is now set into motion. 4. Repeat for 7 nights. 7 is a sacred number in many traditions, symbolizing completeness and spiritual alignment. During this period, stay mindful of changes in your thoughts, dreams, and daily life. Enhancing the ritual, additional tips. Times performed during a waxing moon or full moon. These phases are believed to amplify manifestations. Times use affirmations. Every night, say a powerful statement like, "Money and opportunities flow to me effortless." Times carry a small piece of the thread during the day. This keeps the energy active even when you are awake. Times practice gratitude. Each morning, acknowledge even the smallest blessings, as gratitude attracts more abundance. Times keep a journal. Note any changes, opportunities, or positive signs during the 7 days. Scientific perspective. The psychology of rituals. Scientific studies have demonstrated that rituals, far from being mere superstition, play a crucial role in shaping cognitive processes and influencing real-world outcomes. Psychological research indicates that engaging in meaningful rituals can significantly reduce anxiety, enhance self-confidence, and improve overall mental well-being. The repetitive and intentional nature of these actions fosters a sense of control, which is particularly beneficial in situations of uncertainty. When individuals partake in rituals with a clear purpose, they create structured patterns that help regulate emotions and reinforce positive expectations, leading to tangible psychological benefits. The process of tying knots, placing objects under a pillow, and repeating affirmations engages both the conscious and subconscious mind, reinforcing a belief in abundance and security. Rituals operate similarly to cognitive behavioral techniques, where repeated thoughts and actions gradually influence perceptions and behaviors. Neuroscientific studies suggest that rituals activate the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and fostering a sense of reassurance. This effect is comparable to meditation and mindfulness practices, which have been shown to improve emotional resilience and focus. Through repeated engagement, rituals condition the mind to recognize and align with the desired outcome, increasing motivation and openness to opportunities. The underlying principle of rituals aligns closely with the law of attraction, which posits that focused thought and intention shape reality. From a psychological perspective, this mechanism is linked to selective attention and cognitive biases. When an individual continuously reinforces a belief such as prosperity or protection, their brain becomes more attuned to related opportunities, reinforcing a self-fulfilling prophecy. Studies on expectation effects highlight that individuals who strongly believe in a positive outcome tend to engage in behaviors that make it more likely to materialize, a phenomenon evident in placebo effects and performance psychology. Beyond cognitive influence, rituals also strengthen emotional resilience by providing comfort and reducing stress. Engaging in ritualistic behavior establishes a sense of stability, particularly in moments of distress. The predictability of rituals creates neural patterns associated with safety, reducing physiological stress responses. Moreover, collective rituals, those practiced in spiritual or cultural settings, enhance social bonding and a sense of belonging, further amplifying their psychological benefits. Ultimately, rituals bridge the gap between thought and action, transforming abstract intentions into tangible expressions of belief. Whether through spiritual practices or structured behavioral techniques, they reinforce confidence, align mental focus with goals, and cultivate an internal environment conducive to success. The psychological and neurological foundations of rituals validate their effectiveness, demonstrating that intention, repetition, and belief are powerful tools in shaping personal and external realities. Conclusion: creating a path to abundance. Financial stability and abundance are not just matters of luck, they are deeply tied to our mindset and actions. This simple practice is not about superstition but about directing your focus, setting clear intentions, and aligning with a positive energy flow. If you are ready to welcome prosperity, take the first step now. Write in the comments, "I open myself to abundance while I sleep." This small action signifies your readiness to receive blessings. Share this practice with someone who could benefit from it. The more we share prosperity, the more it grows. And if you want to continue exploring powerful spiritual techniques, subscribe to this channel and join our journey toward a life of fulfillment and abundance. Remember, energy follows intention. Every conscious step you take towards your goal strengthens the path ahead. Begin tonight, and let abundance flow into your life effortlessly.